What was that? Did a hurricane pass through the house, or was there an earthquake? What the heck was that? So this person, this lady, went on an 11 days vacation and she met what you just saw. And I'm like, what the heck was that? What was that? In which way, people had a lot to say about that. So let's check out their reaction to that video clip, and then I'll come back with my commentary. It might not be the same thing they say, but it is not going to be nice at all. It's not going to be nice. So let's check it out. Oh, this is terrible.
I've seen many people respond to this video, talk about it in terms of punishment, that he is punishing his wife. That is absolutely correct. I want to take it in a slightly different direction, though, because it's also hypocritical. How many times have we heard men on this app complain that women won't tell them what they need, what they want, their words, their actions? It's always mystifying because they can't come right out and say it. She can't tell you what she wants to do. She can't tell you what she wants to eat. But this is so much worse than any of that because the stakes are so much higher. And I am certain that he said that it was fine. Maybe he even encouraged her to go away. He certainly did not express just how opposed he was. I can't imagine she would have done it at all if she knew it would enrage him this much. This isn't passive-aggressive. This is aggressive-aggressive.
I was tagged in this one multiple times by the little femmies, but since 89% of my following is male, we're going to talk about it. And we're going to get the male perspective on this situation.
Okay. What the?
This video screams blatant disrespect for the home, the family, the property, and the wife. This goes far beyond weaponized incompetence. This is blatant, utterly disgusting behavior that was obviously and most likely intentional. And if it wasn't intentional, that makes it even more astonishing, in my opinion. So since my following is 89% men, what do the men feel about this? Seeing this on the other side of the fence, how does this make you feel, or what does this make you think about? In my personal opinion, I don't think it was intentional towards the wife. I think he's just lazy. He's probably always been lazy. She's always been picking up after him. And after 11 days of her not going behind him, you know, this is what happens. Which, if they're married, she should have known what she was getting into before she got married. This doesn't happen overnight. It's pretty embarrassing, to be honest. And it's more embarrassing that your wife has to come home and record something like that and put it on the internet. Both of those things are unacceptable. But also, I feel like these are the types of men that wake up one day and say, oh, I didn't know why she was upset. I didn't know why she was angry. I don't know why she's divorcing me. I don't know. And it's just crazy. But at the same time, there has to be some level of accountability, because there's no way that this woman got into a relationship with this man without knowing how messy or unable or unwilling he was to be able to take care of household chores and basic responsibilities. There's just no way you didn't know that. It's ignoring the red flags and marrying these people anyway.
This woman went on an 11-day vacation and came back to an absolute nightmare. It's a no for me, dog. I'll be the first one to say at face value, that is completely unacceptable to come home to. I would be pissed. Outside of like home invasion, there really is no good excuse for the house looking like that. And I know that there were some people in the comments saying, oh, well, isn't that a sign of a dad just having fun with his kids? No, my husband was a stay-at-home dad for a really long time. He had a lot of fun with the kids. I never came home to the house looking like that. However, I have covered enough partner shaming episodes at this point to say that I've seen enough creators end up coming out later and saying they staged the entire scene for views. So it could be that. Others have taken to analyzing the backgrounds of her other videos to theorize that maybe they're just a super messy family. And some are questioning why she even took an 11-day vacation from her husband and kids in the first place. Now, this could be a totally normal thing for them, or it could be trouble in paradise. We don't know yet. Now, it's been about a week since this video was posted, and we still have no update from the creator, so we can really only speculate on all that, but we do know that there have already been consequences. Whether real or fake, the partner shaming series is designed to ask 3 main questions about situations like this. 1, should this be our business? 2, is there another side? And 3, did bringing this to social media take it too far? It certainly has in the past. It's looking like history is going to repeat itself because y'all found the man's Facebook. You found his social media, found the one public post he has, and started harassing him on it. With hundreds of people in the comments encouraging contacting the employer, this could be a really big problem for him because his current job is listed in his Facebook profile. So I guess I want to pass the question off to you. If it's true that he really did this, he weaponized his incompetence on purpose to punish her for leaving for a vacation, is that his employer's business? Follow-up question, do you think it will actually benefit her and their children if he is fired from his job? What about contacting the family? Do you think it's appropriate to rope his family into their marital issues? I'm not justifying this man's actions. What I am asking is, does the punishment fit the crime? Let me know down below.
So this woman and this woman are two sides to the same coin of toxic masculinity. So this woman left for 11 days, and this is what she returned to. That kind of chaos has to be a purposeful choice. Kids will wreck the place, but adults are often socialized to be uncomfortable in spaces that are that chaotic. So this is somebody who either has a very, very high tolerance for clutter and mess, frankly, or someone who has purposefully chosen to show their displeasure for having to babysit, take care of the house, do all that women's work. And so the other side of the coin is a husband who also does not want to do women's work, but make sure she knows it. She's not going to take 11 days for herself, no matter what happens, because she knows he's not going to do it. So in this case, at least he's honest that he is just not going to do the women's work. And she can revel in the fact that she's upholding some sort of tradition, even if it's only really 100 years old, if that. And that's the thing. Both of those situations are emblematic of nuclear families where you don't have a community of people who can help you. Traditionally, if a mother was sick, let's say, or maybe had to go visit her family for 11 days, there would be a community of people who would step in. Now, I will say those people who stepped in were probably other women. And so in the past, men not wanting to stand up and say what they think or take care of their kids appropriately wouldn't be an issue because there were other solutions. But it was never traditional for one woman to take care of her own house by herself without her family. And now that it has become a norm, men who don't step up to the new way of life hopefully find themselves without a wife.
How would you feel coming home to that? If you went on a vacation of any length of time and you came home to something like that. Now, as someone who struggles when my husband is gone to keep things clean and tidy, he would never come home to something like that. I know people function differently on different levels and things are harder for some people than others, and I sympathize with that. But what would you do if you came home to this? How would you feel? How would you feel your partner views you? Would you feel like you now have to clean this up? Would you feel like you're being punished for going on a vacation and now you're coming home and this is what you have to deal with? Would that feel like punishment to you? Would that feel like blatant disrespect to you? Would you ever feel confident in leaving your children with your partner moving forward for any amount of time? Or would you feel like you could not trust that because you would have more work when you came back from said vacation? Would you feel loved and appreciated and supported by your partner if you came home to this? I think this is a prime example of why so many women aren't able to enjoy time away from their families.
They will meet rubbish.
I just have one question that I think majority of TikTok audiences really would like to know. Why do y'all post y'all L's like this, knowing for a fact that you're not gonna do shit but press send on TikTok, flip your phone over, go right into that entire house, clean it top to fucking bottom, and still stay with a man like that? That's all I want to know. Because I don't know if it's some sort of new kink that y'all have where y'all like to post your L's for being with a man like that, still continuously being with a man like that, because you know for a fact that what he's doing is abusive, but y'all stick beside him because that's your man type shit, y'all post it. And then I'm starting to realize a pattern that a lot of y'all kind of get mad or confused when the comment section isn't on your side with finding what the fuck your husband did as laughable. Because nothing in that video screams laughable. If anything, I promise to God, if I was to come from a almost week and a half trip, amazing time with my friends and gatherers and families even then, and you as the husband plus father decide to let that house look like that for 11 motherfucking days, not only am I going to question what sort of weird, trifling, and disgusting being you are as a person, but I'm also going to question my morals as to how long I've been laying down beside somebody who would choose to live this disgustingly than just simply picking up behind themselves because you too laid down and had these same fucking kids.
To me, this looks like punishment. This looks like, I want you to consider this the next time you try to leave me with these kids for 11 days. Every day that she's in there, picking up behind like all this mess all over the place, that she's scrubbing the walls, that she's doing the dishes that are piled up to the ceiling, that she's picking up all this stuff on the ground, she's going to think, maybe I shouldn't have left them. Maybe I shouldn't have gone away. This woman who has done everything for everybody in that family, 24/7, 365 days a year, took 11 days off just for her. And this is what she comes home to. In the caption, she says something along the lines of, at least the kids are alive. Oh yes, because this is the bare minimum. This isn't like, hey, the kids got a little messy while you were gone. This is like, kids, have at it. The maid will be back in 11 days. Instead of, we missed you, here's some flowers, the kids and I cleaned up as best we could, or here's a welcome home dinner, or here's this, or here's a card that the kids made, welcome back, mommy. This is get back to work. You had your 11 days off, you had your fun. Get back to work, get back to cooking and cleaning, and we saved all of this for you to make up for the 11 days that you were having a good time. This is him sending her a message. This man doesn't have to say anything. The disrespect is all over the floor.
Oh, I know y'all fucking lying. Everybody lined up, they getting their ass beat today. Everybody lined up.
Okay. Let me start. First, I'm going to address this as from an angle that excludes if the children have any mental or physical problem. I'm also going to exclude if the husband has any physical problem or mental problem. So we are not looking at that aspect. So I'm coming at it, I'm analyzing it from the aspect that everything is okay. Now, my first reaction was like, the man is lazy and the woman enabled his laziness. I don't understand how that house looks like that for 11 days. Even if for the first 5 days or 6 days it looked like that, when she's coming home, at least pick up. The children, from one of the videos, I saw that one of the child is not that young. It looks like he's probably around 3 or 2 or 4. You can still get him to pick up some things. I don't understand this gentle parenting. Gentle parenting is just parenting that is going to make your child a useless adult, in my own opinion. If you cannot train your child for some certain things, to do some certain things when the child is young, the person will become a liability when the person is older. And I don't know why people are with this gentle parenting. Yes, there are some things that you might not be so aggressive about, but there are some things that you have to make sure they do. At that age, you should pick up one socks, one toy, one But then again, if the father is lazy and doesn't do anything, and the mother enables the laziness and she does everything, why is the child going to follow what the mother is doing? Why is the child going to pick up after himself? There's this video, I think it's of a Chinese couple with their son. Anytime the mother is cleaning, the father lifts the rug for her to be able to clean under. So she's using a vacuum cleaner and she's cleaning. In the video, we saw that he had been doing it severally. When the father was not around, this boy of 3 or 4 picked up the rug when the mother was cleaning because he had been seeing his father do it. And he knew as his mother is cleaning to help to pick up the rug and put all the toys in the rug, in the center of the rug, so that she can clean under. That is what I'm saying. The father probably does not pick up after himself. So the son is not seeing that as an example or mentorship for him to know that, oh, I'm supposed to pick up after myself. And the mother too is enabling it. Like some people say, she's part of the problem. For me, I don't think it's punishment. I think it's they just enabled nonsense in the house. And they are all, and that's what happened to her after 11 days. Why should he clean up when he never cleaned up when she was around? Why? She only come and do it. That's what he felt. Probably what he felt. So, because like somebody said, we don't really have context of what happened. Now, let's leave that apart. What did people go and do? They went to look for his Facebook page and started tagging his employers and started calling him out. This is one thing I don't like about social media. Putting your business on social media. She probably put it up for I don't know what reason. Because if you are tired of it, you will have a discussion with your husband. Not really come and put it up online. And then again, some people are saying it might be staged for views. It's just such a mess. As I said, we don't have context about the whole thing. But they're going to attack the husband, going to tag his employers. It's terrible. If that man loses his job, do you think that the family will survive? Except maybe she has her own job. But that's not the point. The point is, why would you be tagging the employers of the man? For goodness sake, do you know maybe he's a good person at work? Maybe he's very good at his job or something. They can have bringing this nonsense. Then again, the wife put up the stuff online. So she's the one that used her hand to carry problem. People have done such things like putting up this kind of videos, and then people started tagging their husbands, and then they started having problem in their marriage because of the whole thing. Which is why don't bring everything. No, be everything. Go they bring for internet. What is it? It's not everything that you will bring on the internet. I don't understand. But then again, it might be fake. It might be for views. It might be to trend. But that to me was just pure laziness that she has enabled, both for the children and for the husband. And you see, no for me. Any which way, that is what I think about the whole situation. So I would love to hear your thoughts about it. Do you think she enabled this whole mess? Do you think it was a punishment from the husband? Do you think she should have brought it on the internet? She should have brought it to TikTok? Do you think that people were right in going to go and drag his behind on Facebook and also tag his employers? I would love to hear your thoughts about it. Please leave your comments in the comment section and let's get this discussion popping. If you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified every time I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.